guys. It is Mary.
And Alma.
And leave a like,
share,
subscribe,
and comment
down below, you all. And happy up below binge weekend, you guys. There's so much
We're
to talk
starting
about.
Early.
Yes, we are.
So today I have my lovely African outfit.
Yes, Alma is styling you guys.
How do you like it?
Love the pattern, looking very yummy. Yes, ma'am.
And I finally have a red outfit on, so I can wear my red bracelet.
That's your
just
favorite
love
bracelet.
This bangle, it was actually made by the Maasai.
Yeah.
The Maasai people.
Yeah.
And they make these
very
bangles.
Well done.
I just love it. I should have bought like a whole bunch the
I
time I got it. But yeah, I wear it sometimes with outfits that don't really look that, doesn't like match
right
the color. So today, first I had my gold bracelet on, and then I was like, oh my goodness, my red bracelet, I finally have something on red that
she was very happy about it. So. Yes, you all. But we're feeling very pretty today, so we have come out to do all of our videos and our content.
Yes, very excited. So much going on.
I know.
Oh my goodness, so much going on. So what?
But David Woolley's daughter actually came out and was talking about her mom.
Oh,
now we heard that he was a widow, and he had 8 kids.
8 children, yes.
And I had no idea what she had died from, but apparently she had committed suicide.
Yes.
And the daughter was also talking about
and this is Katie.
Her mom is Katie Charlene. She also was saying something about how her mom was also an addict. I don't know what type of an addict she was or whatever, but apparently, I guess she said as a mom she needed help and she was in a dark place and she felt like there was no coming out of it or something. Which is very sad because, 8 kids, like you were just saying, is not the norm.
Well,
so I can only imagine.
It's like above the average amount of kids.
Usually it's like 2 or 3, maybe
Americans
1.
have, right?
Yeah.
So those are a lot of children. That's a lot.
That's a lot of kids.
And we know with women we suffer from postpartum depression.
Yeah.
I know for myself, even when I was in the medical field, I did not really take counseling seriously.
Right.
I felt like having counseling was a weakness.
Yeah.
For myself, I wasn't really judging anybody else, but for myself, that's how I felt. Like I should be able to deal with anything. But I am so happy and the only reason why I even started counseling was when after my divorce the second time around, with the same person, we were all in a funk. And I was like telling the kids, we have to go for counseling. And they kind of had my negative attitude.
Like, I don't need therapy.
So I started it so that they could come on board. And it was like the best thing that we have ever done. And so we now are like these like
advocates for like therapy.
For therapy. And, when she talked about the addiction, I mean, anyone who has dealt with addiction, I've dealt with addiction, you've dealt with addiction, like anyone, and it could be anything. It could be to food, it could be to sex, it could be to drugs, it could be to alcohol.
To your phone even.
Yes. Social media. Like, most people have dealt with addiction.
Yeah.
It is very hard to get over it. So regardless what her addiction was, it's very hard.
Yeah.
It's easy to relapse. And sometimes you relapse several times before you get to the other side. And, this video, when I saw what she was saying, and she was like, this was the worst day of my life.
Right.
And it continues to be relived, in the gossip blogs, on social media, here on YouTube, I'm sure.
I felt bad.
I felt really bad for her. So really, us doing this is not to really add to that chatter or anything that is negative. It's like to add to her voice.
Yeah.
Please respect, when you're talking about this, be respectful.
And kind.
Be kind, be considerate.
And don't try to add and try to mix lies. Because at the end of the day, we actually don't know the ins and outs. Like, no one actually knows unless you were really in that family.
What was going on. Yeah, none of us know.
Yeah.
If you're not the husband, if you're not the children, if you're not her parents,
right,
her sibling, like, like if you were not there, there's nothing that any of us can say.
Yeah.
So
I don't know what it's like to have 8 kids. And probably had them back to
well,
back.
I
can't
know what
even-
it's like to have two children back to back,
Yeah.
and I don't want to say it's hell. I really don't.
It's a nightmare.
Because I love being a mom, and I still love being a mom, but it's not the easiest thing. It's very difficult.
Yeah.
And a lot of times as women, we're busy with the children, right? Coming out. We are just busy with these kids. Our body, it's like our body shuts down. It's been like, I don't know,
It's like it's been
taken
torn
over.
apart.
Like it's been taken over by this child for 9 months, and then the breast has been taken over too. And then by the time you turn around, it's another child.
Yeah.
It's a lot. It's actually a lot. So I just feel like it could be a whole number of things.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter. What matters is that she was in pain.
Yeah.
What matters is that this was a tragedy.
And it didn't go in vain because her daughter's now getting the help she needs as a mom as well.
Her
She has
death
2
has
kids.
not gone in vain,
Yeah.
because I'm sure with the daughter talking about her mom, and Katie, you're so brave to talk about your mom consistently, because you have helped so many people that you don't even know the hearts that you have touched, that your mom has touched, her story has touched.
Yeah.
And I'm sure it saved some lives. I am sure it has saved some lives, you know. So thank you for that,
Yeah.
because I know this has to be difficult. And one thing that moved me quite a bit was when she said, we're so happy that our dad found love,
Yeah.
and her mom will be too.
Yeah, and that her memory is not ruined because he has moved, that he has, found someone.
Yeah, it's not at all, not
Yeah.
at all.
But I
That
mean,
it
if
lives with you.
You would
know-
never want your spouse to really be lonely. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Especially if you pass away
Yeah.
and them just be sad. And like, if you're like sitting in heaven, you don't want to have to look down at your partner and they're sad, not going on with life.
Absolutely not.
Like, who wants to,
Absolutely not. When
see
you
their
truly,
spouse down and out, so
No.
heartbroken and shattered?
when you truly love someone
You want them to
like
be
they
happy.
did, you exactly. You
Yeah.
want the best for them. So obviously, when she tells me that her mom will love that her father has found love, what that shows me is that this was a loving couple. This was a couple that was in love. They cared about each other.
And that she had her mother's spirit.
And you know what is so interesting? That when she was talking,
Yeah.
I was like, she seems to be so much like Christine.
Yeah.
Like her personality, right?
Yeah.
I was like, she seems, this could be Christine's daughter.
Yeah.
In terms of just her liveliness, the way she talks with so much kindness too in her voice. Like she's an open person,
Yeah.
So that's just beautiful, I
Yeah.
think. And I'm so happy for them.
Yeah.
But, it seems as though she's found a really good guy,
Yeah.
with amazing children,
Yeah.
just like Christine's children. So I'm so happy for them.
I know.
I really am. And Katie, you're doing fantastic, love. You are doing
Yes.
fantastic. Absolutely.
Well, thank you so much for sharing your mother's story and everything.
Yeah, thank you for sharing it. It's not, it's not easy. Anyone who has had, like, we have our own stories of suicide. I keep on saying I'm going to tell my suicide story.
Yeah.
And it was so weird. It has only been this year, right?
Yeah.
Like, I thought my children knew all my stories, and it has only been this year that I've talked about it to you.
I think it was last year.
Okay, I said something last year.
I think it was 2022 or 2021.
Oh, 2022, okay.
But it's been relatively early.
Yeah. But I had it, so I told you.
Yeah.
This year I told my son.
Yeah.
And I was just like, how did I not tell that story? That was a big story,
Yeah.
Like, how did I not tell that story? But one thing I will say, when you're going through that,
Yeah.
sometimes you're not really thinking.
Yeah.
You're really in a dark place. It takes you being in a really dark place
Yeah.
to do that. So we just have to just be really kind. And when we're talking about this, it's really, really sensitive.
Yeah.
That this is a tragedy, but while it says tragedy, something beautiful has come out of it.
Yeah.
But let's just do it with the mindset that this is a family.
Yeah.
This is a family. We weren't there. So let's not make up things. Let's not be having inflammatory statements. You know what I'm saying? When we don't know. So that's all I wanted to say.
It's Mary.
And Amma.
Please invite you guys to like,
Share,
subscribe,
and comment
down below.
Bye. So content out there.
This is our happy place.
I mean, if there was a dog, then we'll feel better. We had a dog.